go to the, I stopped because I was just randomly checking the emails. Sometimes check the email during the live stream because sometimes people send me write questions on Patreon. That's how I get them. So just Julie had this guy's an interesting question about, some people have said the thing about Kobe. Okay, just do you mind if I just quit? It's just, this is going to be really quick. It's just a nice kind of break, a little break here, then go back to the other questions about the impeachment. So two questions. One is someone's Julie, she said, I don't get it. Kobe, what happened to the woman in Colorado wasn't nice. I think he was accused of rape, right? Or he raped some, I don't know exactly the story. I believe. And guys, I don't know. I don't follow sports 100%. I don't know exactly the story. And I believe it's possible, or very much possible, that he raped someone. Okay. However, and so this is an interesting thing. It's like, I just wanted to say the thing about Kobe. My reaction about his passing, to me, it felt genuine. Okay, I really did feel it, and I wasn't thinking of that he had raped some. I really wasn't thinking that. It was just like this person that I knew. It felt like I knew his image and I knew all those things. So I'm just bringing up this question that she has. I think it's I'm just kind of interested to see, like, is it, because like I said, it doesn't. How do I say this? It doesn't change how it made me feel. Okay, even though he was not perfect, no, I wasn't thinking about it. Maybe, you know what I mean. But let me think about it now. Okay, is it, so? How do we see this? Does it change? How should we perceive him differently? What, I mean, I just, because like I said, I think it's like my reaction was just like I was very upset when I heard the whole thing, but it's important also. Okay, should we, like, okay, I just, because I can't, what I'm saying is like I'm saying, I couldn't control my emotion. It wasn't like I was thinking, I was acknowledging these things. But how should we see this? Okay, because should he be, I don't know. So I don't know. So let me find out this situation. How do we deal with this? Okay. Is it what happened to the one in Colorado wasn't fair, but what is the, how should we see this? Okay. Because I know apparently he cheated on his wife a lot, whatever, but it's not, guys, like I say, the stuff that I felt very genuine to, like, my feeling about the situation happening. It doesn't take away, I don't explain it. It's like, okay, but let me just find out. So the history of Kobe is very complicated. He was, Janie saying he was never proven guilty, but these women accused him, or someone accused him of rape. So how does it connect with his image? Okay, or the fact that I still care. I still was very affected by his passing. Okay, so how do we deal with this? Okay, so of course you were affected by his passing. He's almost like such a cultural figure that it's the background of people, of so many people's lives, and what he did in court, like whatever he did in private, as good or bad, or as it could have been, it does not affect how he was still part of life. Okay, so okay, so then tell me about the situation. Should it change anything? Should we, how should we generate? I mean, guys, it's not that I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, he should be like, I should feel like I can't, like I said, I can't, like I said, my feeling was genuine. Okay, how I felt about it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, there was a situation, exactly. I'm getting, okay, the sense, Audrey saying this situation was a little strange. The person withdrew her complaint after a few weeks, and there was a settlement. My sense is that he was like, there was this woman, she's attractive. They had a thing. And she was like, if you don't do this, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to say this. Okay. I'm going to say, guys, I know this is like, I don't feel, okay. This is the thing. I don't feel like he raped her. Okay. Okay. So like, okay. Did he rape this? Okay. What is the truth about? Snake? Hmm? Snake? Snake? Hmm. Snake? 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 Sorry. Like, okay. Okay. So So I think, you know what, guys, this is a very difficult, like, I don't want to, it's, to me, I feel like the feelings I had for him were like the feeling I had, the sadness was genuine. And it's not to say that he was not. I think he was also very, my sense of the attitude that he had, he's almost like he could do anything, and he was like, had a big ego. Okay. So there was like hundreds of women throwing themselves at him. He could have the women he wanted. So it's not, how to say this, it's like he was not very respectful maybe towards women because of like, he could just get whatever. It's like he was very, I mean, I can imagine being like that, but it's like everywhere he went, oh my god, hey, like everywhere people screaming, oh my god, like, everywhere he went. So he had a jaded attitude, let's call it this way. Okay. And he was like, be kind of mean, and he was not very nice to the wife. Okay. Let's just, there was a lot of crisis in their marriage. Okay. I think he even divorced and they came back or something like that. But because he had this ego of his, okay, he was difficult. He could be difficult. Okay. But, you know, and guys, to be honest, if you've ever, I mean, let's say, like I told you before, I wasn't technically raped, but somebody left me for dead once, um, and so like, if you have ever been attacked by a man in some way, it takes a certain kind of energy. Okay. Like, it's not, how do I say this? I don't necessarily get, I think he had the energy of like not caring about women and being misogynistic, but that is different from becoming like, it's a very different thing. Okay. Because the attacking women is about control, and is like, I don't necessarily get this about him. Okay. I don't think that, okay. So that's my situation. So in other words, okay. So here. Yeah, so here is a trip, the longing. Somebody, oh look, the one's like, maybe he loves me. Does he love me? He's gonna leave his wife for me. He's gonna leave. He's gonna stay with me. So then the money, the quid pro quo, like, okay, do what I want, or else. Okay. So surprise, negative surprise, sad deal. That's how I made a deal. That's it. That's it. I'm get, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so like, exactly. He had issue because he was spoiled. Exactly. So guys, yeah, no. So I don't think, okay, so in other words, I don't think, it was more like he's left with her or whatever, and she's like, he has to be with me more, if not, then this and that, whatever. So that's the story. Okay. So I don't, and I still don't think that this is the time necessary, but I just, because there's like really some people that I trust that have these questions. So that's what I'm asking. In other words, I do think that 101, he was very egotistical. He was probably not that pleasant of a person to be around if you were not on his level. You know what I mean? Kind of like people say Michael Jordan is not necessarily like a super extremely nice person either. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, but whatever. Like, he's still, at the end of the day, he provided like entertainment to people. He was part of the background of our lives. Okay, in a way or another. So, you know what I'm saying? So that makes sense. Okay. So, okay. All right. So next. Okay. So that makes sense. Now, just a quick question, guys. And this is a kind of a difficult, more, almost just as difficult. Okay. So, so then, okay. Now, then the question, guys, and like I said, I am very paranoid about conspiracy theories. I really don't like conspiracy theories. And I can see how the passing of him could make people feel like it's so unfair that it must have been planned. It must have been somebody like, and I hate, and as you should know, that conspiracy theories always work on issues. They find issues that are very meaningful to us, and they try to poison us. Okay. They try to poison us with that. Okay, with to try to not trust whatever happened. But I want to know still, just because several, like Michelle P, like I said, I trust her. I know her. She's legit. We talked before and stuff. So anyway, so is this, was what happened, guys? At the same time, I want to respect the privacy. I don't want to know any gory details. All I really want to know is, that was it an accident? Did they cause it, or is it, quote unquote, people are saying foul play? Okay, so what happened? Okay. Yeah, so was it foul? Okay, foul play. Let's say what's the symbol for foul play? Let's say a snake or something. Okay, a snake. Was it not a snake? Let's say a snake or like a falling building, okay? Was it a foul, foul play? Was there like or not? So I don't, okay, no, I don't think so. Okay. And I'll tell you what I saw. I saw that like there was a lot of people in the helicopter. Like it was kind of, sometimes when you're in a rush, like I don't think I've ever been in a helicopter, but like, you're like, imagine if you have to take a cab, like you're running to go somewhere. Like they're like, oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. The game starts in whatever time. But the weather, there was some sort of weather, like was like, oh, it's a little cloudy, or it was not like it was like extreme weather advisory, but it was like a little bit um how do you say it, like it was a little bit like not advised, okay, like I don't know, like I said, I don't know anything about flying helicopters, how they check the weather, but it was something like not, it's like it's a little bit like if you drive in an ice storm, okay, it's not that you're going to die, you know what I mean, but you want to avoid it. Like there's situations where like it's really difficult. And then I saw that there was a man who was the pilot. I'm not saying, guys, please wait until the truth comes out and they do the examination of bodies or whatever. But I feel like the guy who was doing the helicopter, either I saw him, there was a bottle next to him. In other words, I don't know if he was medicated. There was something, a few things. They didn't have they were going to get to some sort of game. And I was telling me like 2 o'clock, it was going to be the game that was going to start. They had to be at this game. They were going to be late. And then it was like the guy who was gonna be the pilot, I feel like he was, I could be wrong, but I don't know that it was Kobe himself. I think it might have been someone else who worked for him. Okay. And so it's kind of like, because Kobe, it happens to a lot of really powerful people. They feel like their talents are so God-given that nature could bend for them too. Like they ignored the warnings, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and in situations like this, just like JFK Jr., like, oh, the weather is bad. Well, but I'm a Kennedy or whatever. Or like I'm Kobe. It's like they don't think of dangers because they're so extraordinary in so many ways that, and the guy was like, I'm not going to contradict him. His daughter has a game, it's going to be okay. And then what I see happening is that the guy who's the pilot turning to grab something in his bag, it was like a drink or whatever it was, and then there's a cloud. You know what, if you ever when you fly, you see that there's a what is it called, there's a cloud right in front of you and you can't see anything. Okay. So then similarly, like there was a cloud in front and didn't see anything. And it's like, boom, I don't know what happened. So like, it was something that happened in a second. They were and the kids were fighting, they were loud or something. The guy was distracted. And then like, boom, it was like totally, they see the cloud, the cloud is coming towards them. And then something happens. I don't know if they hit something or however, whatever the reason is, that how did this, okay, then what is it that I see them? Then the thing goes down. What is it? Something. Why? What happened? Because I see that the guys, I don't know if it could also be, guys, that the pilot could also have had a heart attack. There's something where the guy then suddenly he gets like this, and then could it be that he had some sort of like, I don't know, it's some sort of electrical thing, like could have been a thunder or something, where like then he goes like this, and then because I see that it was like the helicopter was like this and then he falling. Okay, so like very quick, and it was so quick, as those things, guys, they happen very quickly. Okay, and that's it. So no, it was not a foul play situation. And like, I don't want to make speculations about these things and stuff like that. It's just like, it's one of those situations, where like but it's different if you take a cab. You know what I mean? It's different if you take a cab, somebody else is driving and there's a traffic. But when you have a lot of money, oh my God, he crashed into the mountain. That's it. I didn't know the detail. That's it. Because, oh my God, that's it. because I see, that's what I'm saying. He didn't see in front of him. That makes sense. Audrey, oh my God, it's so sad because he was like, that's it. Okay, that's it. So like because the cloud didn't realize, like by the time it hit, that's it. Because then that's it. Then it fell. Okay, that makes sense. Because he couldn't. What happened there with the cloud that he stopped when he got reached the cloud? What is it? When he realized he was in the cloud, why? That makes sense. He didn't know where to go. Okay, so so anyway, so this was okay. So this was quick. Okay, it was quick. But I mean, I know it sounds kind of crazy to say, guys. I still don't think that it was like necessarily an explosion of like boom, like this, bah, like immediate crash explosion. It was more like when he realized, he's like, oh, it was a mountain, and he tried to turn and he couldn't. It was not like a big, huge explosion like that. You see those things. If it crashes, like bah, it wasn't like that. It was more like he tried to turn and then he hit. It could have hit the mountain or like, but it was not necessarily an explosion like a fire. I don't necessarily see the fire. I see that the thing fell. Okay, that the entire thing just fell down. I don't know how, or that the flying thing got stuck. You know what I mean? Like it just lost power. Like the actual, you know what I mean? Yeah, because I don't think it was an explosion of the machine. It was not a motor thing. It was like as if as if it hits. I don't know how to explain it. It just seems like it was like this. He had no idea where he was going. He was trying to go different places, and like he was like this, the cloud, and he got lost, and he tried to turn, and then he hit something. But he wasn't a frontal, you know a frontal like this thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't, I don't think. So so it's just that, like, guys, sometimes you have to respect limits, you know what I mean, of like nature. And it happens, I'm not saying like, God knows, okay, God knows, God bless them. I'm not saying, like, I'm not, who am I, I'm not saying like they, oh, should have done this. So like, who, you know what I mean? Like in a time like this, you don't want to miss your child's game. And that's the most important thing. And he's like, oh my God, he's saying like, and I don't want to say, guys, don't get sad because I already did the healing stuff. Okay. But like it's saying, I died because I cared about my daughter. Like he wanted to put the daughter in this, the daughter loved the game. She loved playing. And her friend, I think there was a girl who was friends with the daughter also who may have been in the team. I think I saw that actually there was a girl who died. So like they were best friends, the girl and the girl and the team and his daughter. Okay, they were, I think they met, I'm not getting goosebumps. They were in the same team or something. They were like great dads. Okay, it's sad, but they both were great dads. The gentleman who died also. Okay, so they're just very excited for the girls. So they died in some ways in an act of love. Okay, if anything, you have to remember they were excellent dads. They were great. They loved they wanted, you know what I mean? It is tragic, but this is it. This is the truth. Okay, so okay. So sorry. So guys, go back. Oh my God, it's so crazy, right? Sorry, I have to rush because I'm already, as you know, not lately. It's like 2 hours. It used to be an hour and a half now because it's so crazy. So many things. Okay. Okay. So now, guys, let me go. Let me go here. Let me go here. Okay.